Please welcome Mr. Jahfet and Nabayra.
As I can observe, the first two speakers speak in Filipino, and the second, of course, the second two, according to mathematics, its pattern, will speak in English. So maybe most probably the next speaker after me will speak in Filipino. Okay. That's pattern in math. To our highly distinguished and very committed secretary, the head of the Men and Women of Science, Honorable Fortunato de la Peña, to the director of SEI, the very supportive and dynamic Dr. Jahfet Dio, project directors and project leaders who are here in this room, DOST-SEI, fellow DOST scholars, a pleasant and awesome afternoon to everyone. Let me start this short speech by a story. There was once a lad or a young boy from the barrio who was dreamed to become a medical doctor. Yet life was never easy. Despite his ardent desire of becoming a doctor, things fall apart one after the other. The saddest part of his story came when his mother died, when he was a second-year high school student because of kidney failure. He knew that if they only have the luxury of money, the mother could have survived. Life became harder after the tragedy because he needed to earn money by selling local delicacies like kakanin in school and roaming around the whole barrio in weekends, even in weekdays, just to support his studies, since his father was a seasonal farmer and carpenter in the province. His dreams seemed bleak until God sent a good Samaritan. His teacher encouraged him to take the DOST scholarship exam. A big thanks to that teacher for helping him in processing the necessary requirements because he passed the competitive exam. But because the preparatory course that time for medicine requires a high tuition fee, he opted to take BS Ed major in math because he loves mathematics too. He graduated as magna cum laude and took his master's degree still under DOST scholarship and graduated with high distinction. Now, although his dream of becoming a medical doctor did not materialize, he will be pursuing another doctorate degree, not in medicine, but in mathematics education. The person that I'm referring to in this story is no other than the person in front of you. It is I. Looking back to what I've been through before, I can say that I'm very blessed, favored, and loved by my amazingly awesome, extraordinary God. Hence, I want to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Department of Science and Technology, SEI, for the scholarship that you have offered. You don't know how much this means to me. This helped me in becoming who I am today. I can't imagine how hard my college life and master's degree without this. As I contemplate every day, I will be forever grateful to DOST and for my God as an instrument for me to gradually see how my dreams turn to reality. Actually, the scholarship taught me two important lessons. First, it has opened doors and opportunities for me to strive more, develop professionally in my chosen field, and become emotionally matured. We cannot deny the fact that studying and earning a living at the same time is very difficult because I've been there in my high school life. Actually, the scholarship did not only help my studies, but my family as well. My savings, I actually saved 10,000 every month from my 25,000. My savings and my monthly stipend that I received in my master's degree enabled me to support the construction of our semi-concrete house because our old-fashioned house made of bamboo did not withstand the test of time like my mother. I have learned to save a part of my monthly stipend because I have experienced the feeling of having nothing but a small seed of hope. That's why because of the scholarship, my worries about financial support, about earning a degree was lessened. And this gives me reasons for me to focus more on my studies. With God's grace, all my hard works culminated to finishing my BS and master's degree, both with honors, and finishing my master's degree in just 2 years. Second, this made me realize that there's more to life than professional excellence. Being a DOST scholar widened my horizons about the life outside of my comfort zone. I've been exposed to different facets of life while studying my BS, master's, and even when I'm already teaching. I have seen and heard different stories of struggles, which made me think that I'm still very lucky because I was a scholar way back then. Their compelling stories awakened my desire to help others, especially my students from the marginalized and the vulnerable sectors. As a matter of fact, I have inspired my 27 PS and Math students during their time to take the JLSS scholarship in the DOST, and they all passed the exam. There's nothing more fulfilling than seeing other people happy because you've been part of that happiness. Actually, I'm also planning to go back in my hometown, that's in Madalag, Aklan, because I want to share to the students, I want to give free review for them, for those who would want to become DOST scholars. In our time, I'm the only one from our town who passed the exam, and I want to share to them how much this scholarship changed my perspective in life. Starting that time, I have embraced one of the most important lessons that I've learned from being a scholar. That is social responsibility. This desire was even intensified because DOST have conducted Filipino Patriot Scholars Program 6 days ago in Iloilo City. Congratulations for that, SEI. DOST did not only give me an opportunity to reach my dreams, but a chance to help others. Because I know the feeling of being the least among others. Fellow scholars, let us be reminded that our responsibility does not only end after receiving our stipends. Diba? Masaya. And graduating from our chosen degree. We are not just chosen just because we were the brightest among others, but because we were good investments that will help build our country towards progress. Let us create a bigger wave of impact in our country from our small ripples of influence and change that we can make in our own communities. Let us start to plant a seed of hope, like that of a mustard seed, because who knows, that seed can grow to spectacular achievements and great stories from our students, which they can share in the future. I know that we have our own different unique stories, but please, don't let your stories flicker in thin air. Let our stories become inspirations to others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jahfet and Nabayra, a DOST scholar from my BS degree to master's degree. I once dreamed to become a medical doctor, but I believe that God's plans are always better than my desires. It always reminds me of my life verse, Jeremiah 29:11. From the bottom of my heart, together with my DOST family from West Visayas State University, my sincerest thank you, DOST-SEI. We will see to it that your investment will always reap good return for God and my country. Mabuhay DOST! Mabuhay scholar ng bayan! Hindi lang yan, scholar para sa bayan. Have a great day, stay awesome, good afternoon.